right, this is going to be a fantastic report. A lot of information, but a great, great film. Now, you got those clips in the right order. I marked them down special for you, Marvin. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? So the first one is first, the second one is second. You get the idea. I'm just giving you a hard time, buddy. I know you're ready. You like this film, Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory? Great movie, huh? All right, let's do it. Good afternoon. I'm Steve S.H. Walters reporting for Breaking News 500 here in Vero Beach, Florida. Today's topic is the film, the original film, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now, before we get on to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, just take a second and go ba-bing, give us a subscribe. We greatly appreciate you. Doesn't cost you a thing. We wouldn't charge you, folks. We wouldn't do that to you. And we want to thank you and all our loyal subscribers. Now let's get on to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now this film was directed by Mel Stewart and released in 1971, stars Gene Wilder, Jack Albertson, and Peter Ostrom. It's based on the 1964 novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Of course, they changed the title to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which I think is a better title. Now the basic story is about Charlie Bucket. Now Charlie Bucket's a young kid. He goes to like junior high school, and he's a poor kid, folks. He's poor. He lives with his mom and his grandparents. His grandparents are bedridden. They live in a small shack. They don't have much money. They're very poor. But Charlie's a good kid, and he's got a good heart. And he works after school delivering newspapers, and the extra money he makes, well, he gives it all to the family, to help out so they can eat and they can survive. He's a good kid. Now, during this time, Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory is in the same town as Charlie, but it's been closed to the public. No one's been in to see any of his stuff or his secrets, because he's got some great secrets. He's a genius. He's not your ordinary, candy maker or chocolate factory. This guy's a genius, and there's some evil people after his secrets. Well, he decides to open up his candy factory, chocolate factory, to the general public for one day, but only to 5 people. So what he did was he got these golden tickets wrapped in his chocolate bars, distributed them out to the world. It's been announced on radio, television. The world is going crazy. Everybody wants a Wonka golden ticket, but there's only 5 of them. Only 5 lucky people get to tour the chocolate factory. Of course, it will probably be a child or a teenager. Now, these kids will bring an adult with them. That will go along with the deal with the tickets. So 10 people will get to go in. That's it. Not like the whole world's going to get to see all these things he's got. Well, it's a big event, and everybody's going crazy. Now, we've got a clip of Charlie on his birthday. And they're, like I say, they're very poor, so it's an interesting clip. Are you ready? Are you ready, Marvin? All right, let's do it. Roll the clip.
Here you are, Charlie.
Thank you. It's terrific.
We each knitted a bit. Grandma Georgina, Grandma Josephine, and me.
I did the end pieces with the little tassels.
And here's a little gift from Grandpa George and me.
I think I know what this is. It is a Wonka.
Open it, Charlie. Let's see that golden ticket.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
It's not fair to raise his hopes.
Never mind. Go on, open it, Charlie. I want to see that gold.
Stop it, Dad.
I've got the same chance as anybody else, haven't I?
You got more, Charlie, because you wanted more. Go on, open it.
Here goes. I got it!
Where?
Let's see. Fooled you, didn't I? You thought I really had it.
Never mind, Charlie. You'll find one.
Well, don't worry about Charlie, folks. You see, his Grandpa Joe's right. He's going to get a ticket. He'll get a ticket, and he deserves a ticket. Now, we've got another clip of a young lady who wants a golden ticket so badly that she's putting her father through hell. I mean, she's really putting him through hell. I mean, I hate to say it, but she's a spoiled brat. She's a spoiled brat. Now, I don't want to be mean or anything, folks, but these type of people really piss me off. I mean, they really piss me off. Well, I'm going to calm down. Are you ready for the clip? All right, Marvin, let's do it. Roll the clip.
All right, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twerps down there?
For 5 days now, the entire flipping factory's been on the job. They haven't shelled a peanut in there since Monday. They've been shelling flaming chocolate bars from dawn to dusk.
Make them work nights.
Come along, you guys! Sweetheart, I can't push them no harder. 19,000 bars an hour they're shelling. 760,000 they've done so far.
You promised, Daddy. You promised I'd have it the very first day.
You're going to be very unpopular around here, Henry, if you don't deliver soon.
It breaks my heart, Henrietta. I hate to see her unhappy.
I won't talk to you ever again. You're a rotten, mean father. You'll never give me anything I want. And I won't go to school till I have it.
Veruca, sweetheart, angel. Now, there are only 4 tickets left in the whole world, and the whole ruddy world's hunting for them. What can I do?
Well, you'll be glad to know that the actress that played Veruca, Julie Dawn Cole, is a sweet lady and nothing like that character she played. She just happens to be a good actress. Now, she continued to act for a few more years, but then she got on to studies and she ended up becoming a psychologist. And along with that, she ended up writing memoirs on her experiences working on the Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory film. Now, the book had the story taking place in England. The producers wanted it to take place in North America, but when it came time to shoot it, they actually shot the film in Munich, Germany. So it's kind of like a fictional town. It's never really stated in the movie what town this takes place in. So it could be whatever town you want it to be, but it actually took place in Munich, Germany. Now we've got another clip of Willy Wonka coming out for the first time to meet the ticket winners. They're all going to come in for their special day of the tour of the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. So we're going to meet Willy Wonka, folks. Are you ready? Are you ready, Marvin? Let's do it. Roll the Wonka clip. What do you think about that clip with Wonka coming out limping? He demanded that he do it that way. The producers didn't want him to. They didn't want him to get injured, get hurt. They didn't think it was necessary. It wasn't in the script. But he demanded to do it that way or he would not act in the movie. So they let him do it because they wanted Gene Wilder. But they asked him later, why was it so important that you do it that way? You know, you limp and you take that roll, that somersault. He said, because after I do that, from that moment on, the audience will never know if I'm lying or telling the truth. I thought that was very interesting, very smart. Because you see, how do you trust a guy like that? You're going to pull out this phony act in front of the media and the news crews and all the people and everybody? How can you trust a guy like that? Very interesting, very smart move on Gene Wilder's part. Now, the actor that played Grandpa George was Ernest Ziegler. Now, he was actually nearly blind from poison gas in World War I. They had to have a red light wherever they wanted to set it for him to look that direction for his scenes. Poor guy. And Denise Nickerson, who played the part of Violet, she had that scene where she eats the gum, and it's a 3-course meal, and then she goes to a blueberry pie, and she starts turning blue, and her father yells at her, "Violet, you're turning violet!" And she really was turning blue. She got blue, and she got bigger and bigger. Well, after they did that scene, they went to clean her up. She kept getting blue. She kept turning blue. It kept coming through her pores. The makeup they used just kept coming through her pores. It took like 36 hours of her being cleaned and for it to get out of her system. So she was back to normal. Well, Violet was actually getting violent, but she's okay. She was not injured, but she just kept turning blue. And she would later go on to act for about 7 years. And then she got away from acting and she became a receptionist. Now, Michael Bollner, who played the part of Augustus Gloop, he was the German kid that fell into the chocolate river, heavy-set kid who was always eating. Well, he actually lived in Germany. He lived in Munich, Germany, so the location shoots were close by for him. So that was very convenient. But he didn't stick with acting either. He ended up becoming a tax attorney. And our star, Peter Olstrom, who played Charlie Bucket. Well, he ended up getting the part because he was an actor in the Cleveland Playhouse in Ohio. That's how he got noticed. When he played this film, he did a great job, and afterwards he got a lot of response, and people wanted to put him in movies. He had a big studio that wanted to put him in a 5-picture contract deal. But he turned it down, folks. Why would he turn it down? He's a 12-year-old kid. Well, he just knew it wasn't the path he wanted to go down. He said, I enjoyed working on the film, and I respect people that do this for a living, but it's just not the right path for me. And he went on to become a veterinarian. I'm sure with being that smart at 12, he became a very good and successful veterinarian. Now we've got another clip just for fun. This is the factory clip where you see the Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompas, they're little guys, orange and green. Oompa, Oompa, Oompa-dee-doo. Well, you get the idea. Marvin, you got the clip ready, the factory clip. All right, Marvin, let's do it. Roll the clip.
Vending room looks more like Georgas to me.
Even if Slugworth did get in here, he couldn't find anything.
You got a garbage strike going on here, Wonka?
Who does your cleaning up?
Shouldn't you be wearing rubber gloves? You'll have the health inspectors up here, you know that, don't you?
Invention, my dear friends, is 93% perspiration, 6% electricity, 4% evaporation, and 2% butterscotch ripple.
That's 105%.
Any good?
Yes. Excuse me. Time is a precious thing. Never waste it.
He's absolutely bonkers.
That's not bad.
In springtime, the only pretty ring time, birds sing a ding, a ding, a ding, sweet lovers love the spring. I told you not.
Did you see those Oompa Loompas running around? They're busy, busy guys. They're running that chocolate factory. They're running all over the place. They know where everything's at. Well, there was only 10 Oompa Loompas used in the Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, and they came from 4 different countries. They came from United Kingdom, Malta, Germany, and Turkey. So they spoke a lot of different languages. So it was really hard for the producers and the director to request anything from the Oompa Loompas, but they worked everything out, and the Oompa Loompas did a great job. Gene Wilder and Charlie became close friends on the set because they had a lot of scenes together, did a lot of rehearsals together, and they just kind of became friendly. Well, Gene Wilder seen that Peter Ostrom was kind of shy, and he was helping him with his shyness. But at the end of the film, there was a scene where Willy Wonka had to get really mad at Charlie and raise his voice and really give him a hard time. And the director and producers didn't want him to warn Charlie because they wanted a surprise reaction. They wanted his natural reaction, which can be good, but sometimes not. And I think in this case, Charlie was only 12, or Peter Ostrom was only 12. They should have let him know what's going on. He's an actor, he can handle it. But to kind of spring it on him like that, I didn't think was necessary, but that's what they did. Of course, Gene Wilder was able to apologize after the scene was over with, but they used his actual reactions in that scene. Now, the Candyman store owner and singer was Audrey Woods, English singer and actor, and he played the part of the Candyman. Sammy Davis Jr. wanted to do that part and sing the song, which he would have been perfect for it, but they figured he was too big of a star, too well known to play that part, so they went with Audrey Woods instead. Now, the film had a budget of $3 million, and they only did $4 million in the theaters, but they made money, but they didn't make a gang of money like they thought they would. But the film went on to become a classic, what do you call it, a beloved classic, and it inspired a musical, and they've got a devoted fan base and fan following to this day. So in that sense, it's a success in itself. And I think it's grown in popularity even more as time's gone on. Put down in the comments what your thoughts are, what your favorite scene is. I personally can only watch the original. I refuse to watch any remakes. I know there's a couple out there, at least one. I won't watch them. So I won't do a report on them. I won't watch them. That's just how I feel, folks. This is the original. This is the best. It was cast well. It was done well. Why do a remake? That's my take on it. Put down in the comments your take on it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this report. I'm Steve S.H. Walters reporting for Breaking News 500. Have a great day.